got no adduction. He's got it now. He's got the stuff.
What's going on, world? It's your boy VO, the face bucket list, back in the building. When it's you against the sports book, the bucket list has your back, man. I'm in this bitch with two of the homies. What's going on, Jay Reese?
Yo, let's go!
Let's go. And I'm also here with Silly C with the numbers.
It's your boy.
He added a third one there. Normally it's just ha, so he had the extra one for good luck. It might be for my birthday, man. We here, it's June 16th, Wednesday is my birthday. And Tupac.
Oh, happy birthday!
You know what I'm saying? We on the show, you know, that's why I pulled out the festive shirt. My dad sent me a little gift box and stuff. It had some little old nigga shirts in there, man. I was like, I guess this is what it's come to. So I threw it on, tried to throw in the grizzly hat to bring it into the bucket list. But here we go. I'm coming to you live from the basement. I'm definitely not in Florida or Hawaii, where you might think I am with this festive colors. But I'm here, man, and we here for the game slate. And we're going to start off this segment with What's Buzzing with Mr. Honey. And today, What's Buzzing with Mr. Honey is the National Basketball Association. They just announced their three all NBA teams. We can go ahead and go through them all, and then we can unpack them. So in third team NBA, they have point guard Kyrie Irving, Bradley Beal, Jimmy Butler, Paul George, and Rudy Gobert. The second team NBA is Chris Paul, Damian Lillard, LeBron James, Julius Randle, and Joel Embiid. The first team All-NBA team is Steph Curry, Kawhi Leonard, Luka Doncic, Giannis, and the MVP, the dad by God, the Joker. So that's those. I kind of went over those quick, but we could do a little deep dive. We'll go into the third team NBA team. I guess I was looking at the comments on all this because it just got posted about like 40 minutes ago. I was looking at the comments, and it seems like the biggest discrepancies are no Tatum, no Mitchell, no Booker, no Russell Westbrook, and LeBron made the second team. So we'll go ahead and dive into these, and you guys could just let me know what you think about the list. Jay Reeves, I sent these over to you. Did you get a chance to glance at them?
With the first and second team, man, you mind reading the third team to me again?
Yes, sir. I got Flat Earther, Kyrie Irving, Bradley Beal, Jimmy Buckets, Playoff P, and Rudy Gobert.
Oh, man. So here's the only thing I'm thinking. There has to be some room for Jason Tatum and definitely Russell Westbrook. So, like, where do you guys think we could put him in on this list? I don't know, the way Jimmy has played this year, can I snatch out Jimmy for Jason Tatum?
Man, I mean, the way they got it lined up, they have Jimmy at the wing at the three, and they actually have Paul George at the power forward position. I don't think Paul George is more of a true power forward. I look at Tatum as being that and being one of the best one of them in the leagues. Yes, I would like to snatch out somebody from that third team, but I'd probably take out Paul George and slide in Tatum. How could we make room for, who was the other one you were talking about?
Russell Westbrook, man.
I'm
not going to take out Kyrie because he is kind of that dude, but I think Russell just needs to be in there somewhere.
Yeah,
I don't
man.
know. Like Chris Paul. Maybe Chris Paul. I'd swap him out.
He's on the second.
On the second tier?
Yeah.
I'd swap him out probably for Chris Paul.
Okay.
I think Chris Paul's a baller, you know, but his time's kind of up, and he's not Mr. Triple-Double.
So do you
I kind of agree with that. I kind of agree with that.
Do you demote Chris Paul to third team, or do you kick him all the way off all the NBA teams?
No, I would put him on. I would put Kyrie on the third team. I'd kick him all the way off, and then I'd put on the fourth.
Yeah, I mean,
on the third.
Russell didn't really have a completely great season. He definitely played well in spurts, but at the end of the day, he did end up averaging a triple-double again. So he played really well. I think he's a snub. I think another big talking point on these teams would be LeBron James not making one of the 5 best players in the NBA. What do you think, man? Like Luka, Kawhi, and Giannis, they're all above him. Obviously, Joker should be in there, and then with Curry garnering so many MVP votes, he should be on there as well. But LeBron snubbed off the first team NBA. What do you think, Jay Reeves?
I'm not taking anybody out that first team for old man LeBron James. He's kind of running out of years, guys. I hate to say it, but he's kind of like just crumbling right before our eyes, man. So second team, that boy can almost go down to the third team for me. And if he don't want to stay on the court, he could just get the hell on.
Yeah, man. LeBron had a tough year with injuries and whatnot. There are other players that missed the list probably due to injuries like Jaylen Brown and whatnot. Do you think, obviously Booker and Mitchell are doing well, but do you think they're offended, feel disrespected by being some of the people that are still playing and not on the list? Cody, bring me into the mind state on how Mitchell and Booker just might be feeling. Now, this ain't on a spreadsheet, so you got to just let me know. As a man, how would you be feeling when you think maybe you outperform some of these guys and you're still playing?
Yeah. I don't know if in that case if they've outperformed any of the people on this list. They've had good seasons, but again, like Mitchell's with the team right now that's beast mode and playing really well as a team together, and then you have Booker. I think he should be on this list. I think he definitely deserves to be on this list. I'd probably either take Jimmy Butler or Paul George off. I don't know why they have Paul George as the power forward, but in this case, I take one of them two off and put Booker on.
So, Jay Reeves, I'm sure some of these players' time's expiring. You call LeBron James old man, take his old ass off of here. Some of these players, it might be their last time on this list. Do you want to put in a 2 weeks notice for anybody that might not be on this list next year?
Well, like I said, if you don't stay on the court, I would have to say LeBron James. I don't see
LeBron's gonna make one of the All NBA teams.
He's got to.
He's got to make one of them. He's the face of the league.
He don't got to if he missed half a season.
I mean,
He hell on up out of here.
Yeah, I mean, he has been getting the injury bug, but yeah, what do you think, man?
I don't really see like really nobody being on 2 week notice because I am thinking about the older guys. It's funny that I would say that, but like Chris Paul, like I don't know, man, if he doesn't re-sign with the Suns at the end of the season and he goes somewhere else and it's just a major downplay in production because these guys are just getting up there in years, man. So and Devin Booker should feel majorly disrespected. I got to put my 2 cents on that, man, because he didn't make the All-Star game, but then they like eventually got him on after a whole bunch of people dropped out. Like, correct?
Yeah.
You guys remember?
Yeah, he was an All-Star stand-in after Joel Embiid got coronavirus.
And I feel like the boy is like a major scorer. He can get white hot at any moment. He put up some real good numbers this year, man. He should be like at least on second line, third line at very least.
Yeah, man, I do believe he'll be up there, and LeBron's play might have dropped off because of injuries. It might have dropped off because of age, but I'm going to give you a new, theory. I think it's just the Toon Squad curse, man, the Space Jam 2 curse. If you look at it, everybody he featured in his playoffs, man, has had a tough ending to their season, whether it be him, AD is in the movie, Klay Thompson's in the movie, Dame Lillard's in the movie. We'll just man, everybody prayers up for Diana Taurasi, who's also in the movie. Just hopefully she could keep it going throughout this WNBA season. But man, that curse of the Space Jam is looking real. Cody, you buying any of my superstitious conspiracy, man? No more Madden curse, the curse of the Space Jam.
The curse of the Space Jam. Yeah, but if you look at it, look, half of those people, that even like those ones you're talking, AD, Bron, all of them, like hopefully Rossi doesn't get hurt. But yeah, I think that's interesting take
Man, I
on it.
just started to think about it too, like who was left off for like Paul George at the 4, and I started thinking about the Eastern Conference, man, like my boy Sabonis or my boy Bam, like you know what I'm saying? Like, you feel like Sabonis or Bam should have any gripe with it, as far as big men going, especially with them going with 2 wing players, Jay Reeves.
Man, that boy Domantas Sabonis had a stellar year. And he should definitely be like somewhere on this list, but I don't know, man. I'm just wondering, is it just the name Paul George?
Yeah, it's starting to just become like the Dave. I wonder how this list is constructed because I think you had mentioned like a drop off in production with CP3. Like you really can't get much worse. He didn't really average the best stuff this year. It was like 16 and 8 or something. Like it was like Reggie as fuck, but he got in there off like name courtesy alone. So I'll probably put in a 2-week notice with him. But what were you going to say, Jay Reeves, before I stepped all over you?
Oh, man. I don't know. I got caught up in what you were saying about
Yeah, man, because it was like a drop in production. I'm like, man, them are some Reggie-ass stats. Like, you got Trae Young out there looking at it, Russell Westbrook. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, what? You got in there with 16 and 8? What'd you do? Who do you know in the office, man? But yeah, man, freaking that'll conclude us breaking down those lists a little bit, man. We have a big announcement for you. And no, it's not that I'm gonna be in like Ride Along 3 in Hawaii with my shirt on, you know. No, I'm not gonna be in the next Beverly Hills Cop. No, I'm not a secret shopper. But man, Fuss Network, man, we're expanding and we're launching our football content that we're going to be beginning. It's called Fuss Football Facts and Fantasy. So it's the F4 show. Throw your 4s up, man. Throw your 4s up, baby. F4, man. We about to get it popping, man. It's going to be hosted by Jay Reeves and Silly C. They're going to be taking that over. And that's going to be a dope show for us to look forward to. Man, give me some hot takes about this season. Jay Reeves, you just got a hot take about this year?
Hey, man, I got something I want to do. Who I would put in my big 5, man. At the number 5 spot, I would have Myles Garrett as my center. I would have the boy Darren Waller as my power forward.
Oh,
okay. Y'all follow me?
Yeah, man. So you just blending the two. You putting the football players in basketball. I like it.
Let's intertwine them together, man. Now I got a real spicy one for you at the small 4 position, man. I got the boy Jeremy Chin, up and coming. And at my motherfucking 2 and my 3, I got the boy Tyreek Hill and Stephon Diggs, man. I don't know. That was just something I was thinking about, man.
Man, yeah, man. I wonder how some of these players would convert. But, you know, football players are definitely athletic enough. Silly C, can you give me a rookie or two? Or maybe I'll throw this out here just for the panel. Can you give me a rookie that's going to pop this year, Silly C?
I don't know. There's actually a few rookies out here that I think are going to look pretty good. I'm liking Rashad Bateman.
Oh, okay. Talk about it, Silly.
Wide receiver in Baltimore. I think he's actually going to actually perform quite well this year. In addition to that, I like Devontae Smith for Philadelphia. He could also perform very well.
The Slim Reaper, Heisman Trophy winner.
So, yeah, with that being said, those are my 2 definitely standout people.
Yeah, I mean, with that, the Slim Reaper, man, obviously he's the Heisman Trophy winner. The Cowboys actually traded out of that spot with a division rival to the Eagles to let them move up and get potentially their wide receiver of the future. Jay Reese, what rookie do you think is going to pop in this 2021 NFL season?
Oh, man, I got one for you, man. Y'all know I love my running backs, man. I'm looking at the boy Najee Harris, man, and even with the Steelers' weak offensive line, this boy is a thumper out of Alabama with some underrated pass catching.
Roll Tide!
So the boy Najee Harris, I think he's about to have a big season, man. Usually when they not really expecting these rookies, they just slap them upside the head. I may take him in the first round.
Only running back taken in the first round last year was CHE. That was a rookie anyways. Only rookie running back taken in the first round last year was CHE, both in the NFL draft and in our own personal F4 league. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, with that being said, I think there's a lot of options on the rookie fantasy football wire. Like, obviously, you got Kyle Pitts, a high draft pick to the Atlanta Falcons. Inline wide receiver, pretty much. He'll be taking over a ton of Julio's work. You got Trevor Lawrence, who's obviously going to start from day one, so he's going to have the production aspect. It's always big points with quarterbacks, so he'll definitely probably end the year with the most points. With the person I'm looking at is no further than my own city, my own team, Javonte Williams, man. Very productive running back in college, man. Thumper, really athletic, definitely runs like a deer, man. He can get out there and get it popping. He has huge highlights, huge big play potential, and his comp is Dalvin Cook, who was taken in the second round like this young man. So I'm excited to see where that could go, man. Jay Reeves, you think Kyle Pitts will be drafted highly in the leagues? Maybe not overall, but where you think you slotting him in just in tight ends?
Man, it was crazy that you even asked me that you even bring this up. I was talking to one of the fantasy gurus who I work with at work.
You work with fantasy gurus?
Fantasy gurus.
He's like, they're all gurus.
And this man told me he was going to take Kyle Pitts in the 5th round. Now, I don't know not necessarily how true that is, but that's a real high pick for some unknown. But I don't know, man. Somebody's got to step up for Julio Jones, and I think it may be the bull Kyle Pitts.
Yeah, well, I mean, maybe I guess the best way to solve that is play a good old game of would you rather, Silly C, would you rather Travis Kelce or Kyle Pitts?
Oh, Travis Kelce.
Jay Reeves, would you rather Gary Kittle or Kyle Pitts?
Come on, man. G Kittle.
Greg Kittle. I don't know. You know what I'm talking about. GK. Would you rather Darren the Waller the Baller or Kyle Pitts, Silly C?
Kyle Pitts.
Ooh,
yeah. I think that's about right. I think he said it about right. That's where it'd be slotted at, about 3rd or 4th best tight end off the board.
Wow.
I would like to know Jay Reed's opinion on this because this might be the 5th player about to pop, and I know you put some stock into him last year. Noah Fant or Kyle Pitts? Noah Fant is a monster, man. And you put stock into him.
I'm gonna get my boy. Listen,
who's gonna be
this got to be the year. This got to be like the all-star year. I'm going Noah Fant right there. This got to be the year.
Do you think Noah Fant this year is Darren Waller? Like, he enters that conversation as like top 2. It always seems to be a top 2. It was like Gronkowski and who was he going against? I forget. It was like Gronkowski and Gates and like Gronkowski and Gonzalez. And then like it always feels like there's always 2, Gonzalez and Sharp. And it just feels like there's 2 at the top. That's Kittle and Kelce. Yeah, well, no. We ain't taking no shots on this one. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, man, so we gave you some takes, let you know kind of like where we'll be going. And we could throw them foes up one time. But, yeah, I mean, this is us just going against football. But when it's you against the NBA